What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gamers Not Geeks. In today's episode, we're going to be playing Van Helsing for the PlayStation 2. I'm going to load up the intro right now. Enjoy, guys. Oh, hell no. Alright, guys. So, like I said in the beginning, this is Van Helsing for the PlayStation 2. So anyone who bought this game and didn't play it from back in the day, seeing this in some like retro gaming store because it would be considered retro now. I used to play this game when I was a kid when it first came out, around the time that the movie came out. This is one of those games again that just has massive amounts of detail. Um, what you're gonna see me doing here in the video is just kind of adjusting the settings like you have to when you're recording content. Let's see here. Let's get this stuff turned down a little bit. Go. Perfect. Okay, so the reason why I have to do this in the video is because this game works a little bit different than most games. So, some things that you should know about this game. One, it's completely awesome. I mean, this is one of those games where you can play it again on every difficulty and there's still things to unlock. So when I decided that I was going to play this game for the channel, I just went ahead and threw it in like I do all of them, and I started a new game. Um, I still have all of my memory cards and all of my video games from back in the day, so instead of loading that stuff up, I always load it on a separate memory card and just kind of see if this is a game that I want to play again, and it was pretty much immediately. Um, the only thing about it is like the style of the game, the menus are a little bit different, and the way the game plays is a bit different as well. So, what you'll see is in some of these menus, like I have loaded up right now, the game just plays through. You don't, it saves, but it'll load you up right where you left off. And because I have multiple saves on this game, you're gonna see this starter screen here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to load game, and you're gonna see all the different games that I have going on. So actually, you know what? Let's just load up this one. Okay. So this game, for instance, I'm on the last mission on the hardest difficulty. So this is what one of the pause menus looks like. This will show you everything that you've ever done in the game. So this is me beating every mission on easy, and then beating every mission on normal. And then this is the playthrough that I went ahead and finished from my childhood. So, when I was a kid, I beat the game all the way through on easy and normal. And then when I loaded it up after throwing this in for the first time to see if I wanted to play it for the channel, I was on hard difficulty mission 3, but I had all of this stuff unlocked from my childhood. And I was like, well, okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe I don't want to play all the way over again and put all those life hours into things, because I'm an adult now and I don't have all of those life hours. So basically, childhood me did all of the grunt work so that adult me could just throw this on and enjoy the game in all of its awesomeness. So I did finish the game. That's what you're seeing right now. This is my completion of the game in hard mode, and it loads me right at the beginning of the last mission. And I did that on purpose, so I didn't overwrite this save just in case I needed to load in some way for the video. But what I did do is after you beat the game, it'll ask you if you want to just go to main menu or if you want to start a new game with your current character. So basically, in this game, you're going to play through on easy, get to a certain amount of things, go through as a new character, and you can play through on easy again, or medium, or hard. But if you continue to play through from easy to normal to hard, you will unlock more and more cool stuff. There's cheat codes in this game, there's skins in this game, there's a ton of hidden Easter eggs and events that some of them I haven't even done, so this isn't like a 100% thorough walkthrough of every Easter egg. This is I know where some of them are and I don't know how to do them kind of walkthrough, so enjoy that for what it is. Anyway, so the reason why I had to load it up from this screen is because the game will play that prelude every time, and then it will play these cutscenes in a way that when you play the game, it takes you to the end of your mission, and then you have no option but to hit continue, and it will start the next mission, play this little cool like scenery and intro, and then you can stop the game. So every intro for the next level, instead of being at the beginning of the episode or the beginning of the videos, like, because there's going to be, I'm going to play this game in all of these different parts. So let's see here. So basically, right now I'm about to load up the prelude and then like mission 1, but mission 2's intro will be at the end of mission 1's video, that there's no way to like stop it, and I'm not gonna edit every single video to cut the beginning out and then reload into the middle. So yeah, this is one of those games that's just a bit funky in the way it plays. It kind of just keeps rolling through. There's no, and then when you actually like turn the game off, it just kicks you back in wherever your last save was, like it's doing for me now. It doesn't let you actually select missions and like start from the very beginning of the mission. So yeah, so what you're gonna see now is me loading in here. Main menu. So you're going to see these games in easy difficulty. This is the first one, the one that I'm on now, I believe anyway. I believe this is the first one that I did just to test the game out and see if all of that video, of all the videos and stuff would play. I thought maybe if I completed this game all the way through on my last difficulty, maybe it will let me select missions, but it doesn't. It just has you load another game, and it asks you if you want to save your current character or not. So I'm going to load that now so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So basically now I'm playing the beginning of the game. This is 3 years later after the clip you saw before it loaded me into my first save game. And when you do this, like I told you for the rest of the game, when you beat the game and you go, okay, I want to save my character, start a new game, it literally just has you select difficulty, and then you load right back in to play the game again, like on this endless loop. So, but now, if I loaded the correct one, which I did, I've got all of my weapons, all of my stats, all of my cool stuff that I can do this walkthrough with. So, yeah, I've got a Gatling gun, pistol. Now, these guns and things that you get over time, some of them are to unlock certain doors. There's certain abilities to each weapon that allow you to get to certain Easter eggs. So without playing the game all the way through on easy, then all the way through on normal, then all the way through on hard, you can't obtain all of this stuff. Let me see here. So if you look, I played through the game on all difficulties, so 3 times. This is going to be my 4th playthrough, and there's still one thing in here that I don't have. I don't have the rifle, but that may be because at the time that I could get the rifle, or whatever the rifle was behind, I might not have had one of these weapons and able to open the door or blast like a piece of wood, because some of these guns require like a weapon with an explosive tip or something with a blade. So the only one I don't have is the rifle. Again, I had to put all of my childhood hours into this game in order to get to this point. So this is one of the games that, if you really like Van Helsing, I mean, honestly, it's a freaking awesome game. There's a lot of jumping, shooting, it's very fast paced. There's not a lot of puzzles, so it's not, you don't have to mess around with a lot of puzzles like some of the other games like Prince of Persia and stuff like that. There's nothing really too complicated in here. Some of the mechanics of the game, though, if you see how sometimes I hop around menus, some of like the jumping mechanics are just off. Like you'll see as I play through the game, but when you go to like jump and stuff like that, you just do nothing. You go like the opposite way.
Welcome to Paris.
Show yourself, Dr. Jekyll.
Seems that memory of yours is getting worse, Van Helsing. The name is Hyde, remember?
So anyway, all that rant aside, I feel like all of that was required so you kind of understand the game and some of the mechanics, but you'll see as I play through here. Don't let it deter you. It really is an awesome game that's worth going through. Another tip about this game, so you'll see all this stuff that you can break will get you these little green crosses. If you're playing this game for the first time today, and that's why you've landed on this video, take your time in every mode and collect up as many of these green crosses as you can, because this is how you buy life potions, this is how you unlock stuff. This game really rewards you for going around like this and just searching around. It's the only way you're gonna find all of the unlocks and all the hidden content. Oh, see, there's so many different game angles where if you look at that. Like, if I go a certain way, I see things. There we go. So there's little crosses over here. It looks like anyway. There we go. But you also don't want to play the game for, 9 hours. At least I don't. Okay, let's see. See, as you can see, where you'll see me kind of running into walls, this game really, one of the most difficult things about it is just getting used to the camera angles for the analog stick. Because when it switches camera angles, kind of like old Resident Evil games, you'll be running one way and then it'll turn you around, and you can end up in a situation like this. You can end up in a situation where you just go back and forth and get a little messed up. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Okay, let's move on. Did I get every single one of them? No, but there we go. So, in this game, there is a reason for some of these camera angles. The more you look around, you might find little cliffs to jump on that have hidden Easter eggs, hidden rooms that you can open. There's quite a few of them that are just pretty like in your face, but the really good ones, you've got to really search for or just hope you're lucky enough to run into. I know right now you're thinking, man, this is a heck of a first part. What's this guy ranting about? But you'll see what I mean as I play the game. I'm just trying to brace you for what's to come.
Are you still on that pathetic little quest? The one you think will reveal your past?
My past is none of your concern.
Wouldn't you like to meet the demons of your mind? You're
No.
nothing but an empty puppet of the church. A marionette on a string. Let me help you. After all, I am a man of science.
You are a murderer.
Ah, the pot calls the kettle black.
I destroy only what is evil. You are wanted for the killing of 12 innocent men, 6 women.
4 children, 3 goats, and a rather nasty massacre of poultry. Yes, I'm well aware of my past. A man has to eat, doesn't he?
Not when he's dead.
Did it, bitch. Oh shit, here we go.
I think you'll find the view from here most enchanting.
And that's the end of the game. Bye. Okay, so this is the first example that you guys are going to get of what I'm talking about. That was kind of just the little entry playthrough. So from this screen, you don't have any option to just stop. So if I were to end my video right now, when I come back in, you would miss the cutscene from mission 1 because it won't replay from mission 1. So at the end of each level, you have the option to go into the armory and purchase things with those little green crosses that you find all over the place. So these three things, the life replenisher, the ammo replenisher, and the speed boost, you can always buy these. And then if you see all this other stuff that's sold out or grayed out, it's because I maxed it all out from playing the game through so many times. So the way that you get such an increased health bar and some of these things like say here's some of the moves and things that you can unlock over time, they all have a cost with those little green crosses. And for me, as someone who's played the game through 3 times, I still have these 3 things to unlock and then the last ammo increaser. But because I took my time and I found a bunch of the Easter eggs, I actually have some really cool cheat codes that aren't cheat codes, that are part of the game. So I'll show you that once we load in here. But yeah, so as I play through this last one, I'm going to unlock these last 3 things, which are pretty cool. I saved these ones for last because they're not a part of my play style. So like they're not even the most expensive. I just don't really use the finishing moves that much that I need an extra one that I wanted to spend 2,500 points on. And then these ones here, like this is cool, but at the time, these 4,000 plus points I needed for better stuff. Like let's see here, this one, grapple enemies and automatically start combos on them. This one was really cool, and I use it all the time. You can literally hit your grappling gun in the middle of a fight, pull them to you, and start attacking them. This one, hold during a dodge to attack with the pistols and shotguns and crossbow. This one's really cool. And as you start to play the game more on different difficulties, you'll really see how much this matters, because these extra shots in between or after rolls or during jumps, they really add up. So yeah, and then honestly, in before every battle, you want to have at least one of each of these on you, and this is where a majority of your points will go. That's why it really kind of matters that you just build these points up over time from the beginning of the game. So, not trying to be like ranting, but if you're someone who just bought this game and you really want to play it and you want to like master it, some people just want to like throw these games in, have fun, whatever. But if you really want to unlock all this stuff and play the game to the best of its ability, you're going to want to start in the beginning, saving up these crosses and really like putting in the time to go get them. It will add up level after level, and you'll be able to unlock all this cool stuff. So anyway, guys, with that said, we're going to jump into mission 1 here.
We need you to go to the east, to the far side of Romania. 450 years ago, a Transylvanian knight named Valerius the Elder allowed his son, Vladislaus Dragulya, to commit a great evil upon the world. As a result, a terrible curse was cast upon his house. A curse that cannot be lifted until the vampire is driven from their land. 9 generations have perished trying to break it. Only one survives. The Princess Anna. If she dies, the spirits of her ancestors shall never enter the gates of St. Peter. They will be forever damned. When we found you crawling up the steps of the Vatican half dead, it was clear that you had been sent to do God's work. God is not to blame for your past sins. But if you pass this test of faith, He will help you rediscover your past. Transylvania is a land plagued by tragedy. And Vassiria, a village where you will encounter the dead far more than the living. Do not be distracted by these wayward spirits, my son. Find the village fountain quickly, for that is where the path to Dracula begins.
All right, guys. So that's it for part one. Like I said, this game has to be played a little bit differently. It kind of plays basically like a game movie, and that's what it is. This Van Helsing game is modeled after the movie with a bunch of extra stuff in between that you obviously don't see in the movie, and some that you do. Um, but the way that it's kind of designed, like you just saw, if I were to end the part at the end of the actual mission, the first mission, you would miss that little intro for mission one. So the intros and the fun sceneries are gonna be at the end of every single one of these parts. I am gonna do as many parts as there are missions. I've decided whether they're like 10 minutes long or an hour long. I'm just gonna play it in those little cut scenes and end them from that point. So, with all of that information aside in this first bit, I cannot wait to jump back into this game again because it's actually really fun to play, and there's a lot of there's just a lot of cool movie scenes, a lot of cool hidden Easter eggs, and like I said, if you play through the game and you unlock some of these fun moves and stuff, you can do a lot of really cool stuff in here. So there's just a lot of fun to be had. I will I'll be like I said, I'll be showing you guys all of the Easter eggs and things that I know about and really just like taking my time through the game. This first bit, I know that there's a lot of talking and explaining in the game. Some that I didn't have to do, some that I wanted to do. But honestly, the whole point of this is if you're someone who's picking this game up after a long time and doesn't remember it, all this like I didn't, hopefully this is going to save you some time. And if you're someone who picked this up from a gaming store back, and you're like, whoa, this is a cool PS2 game from back in the day, I'll check it out, and you just don't know all this, but you still want to like kind of go into it informed, it's worth knowing. But yeah, anyway, guys, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this part. I don't think I've ever really done a part with this much explanation behind the game, but hopefully that just is going to mean that that's how much it's worth playing. Like, honestly, as you guys see me play through some more of these parts, this game just has so much content. It's insane. So, yeah, in part two, we're going to be kicking off mission one, and we'll see you guys in that part. Thanks for hanging in, guys. Talk to you soon.